today I'm going to be making banchan with zucchinis. Now is the season for spring zucchini, and you can get them really nice and pretty in your supermarket. And it's a very easy to make banchan that you can serve as, actually sometimes even as a main dish or a side dish to your meat as well. Here I have a very nice spring zucchini. It's nice and firm and evenly shaped. I will cut it into half moon shape and do it a little bit thick, because if you have it too thin, then it gets all smushy and after a while loses its shape. So I always like to have my vegetables nice and crunchy. I always find that these make wonderful sides to your protein dish. Goes well with beef or chicken, or actually even with fish as well. Them aside. To the zucchini, you don't have to, but I am going to add a little bit, maybe half of an onion. It will add natural sweetness to it. So I slice it. And large green onion. Slice it into diagonally. And I only use the top part, the white part, because usually when you make banchan, we tend to keep it in the refrigerator for maybe up to 2 weeks. And if you use the green part of the onion, then the taste changes. So it's always important that when you make banchan, always use just the top part. I think that should do. And usually for making stir-fried zucchinis, we tend to use, in Korea, shrimp paste. And I know it's very hard to get shrimp paste in Europe or in the United States. So today I'm just going to make it with small shrimp, frozen shrimp that I've thawed in the refrigerator. All I need is a little bit of garlic. And instead of shrimp paste, my favorite, fish sauce. Turn the stove on to medium-high because I want to heat the pan first. I will add maybe a tablespoon of oil. Once it starts to glisten, I lower the heat because I don't want my garlic to burn. I will add a teaspoon of garlic, and to it I will add the onions and the green onions first. Adding green onions with the garlic and the onions will actually upgrade the flavor of the oil. So when it gets in with the zucchini, you know, the flavor is already there. I will add the shrimp. Because these are already cooked shrimp that's been frozen, I don't have to cook it that long. Now I will add the zucchini. Okay, the color looks really nice already. Now it's the important part. I'm going to add the fish sauce. You don't want to add too much of the fish sauce, so it all really depends on the kind of fish sauce that you use. I'm sure that a lot of you use a Thai fish sauce. It tends to be a little bit more saltier and sweeter than the Korean ones that I use. So, you know, just make sure that you start with a little bit of fish sauce in the beginning. With the Korean fish sauce, that I do tend to, you know, be a little more generous because they're not as sweet. I use very all natural. And as you can see already, I'm getting a lot of liquid from the vegetables. So this is the time that you actually need to turn up the heat once you start to get the liquid out, because you want to have the liquid evaporate. I will add a little bit of freshly ground pepper. For the spring zucchinis, you don't really have to cook it for a long time. As I said, I like my vegetables to be nice and crunchy. Some of you may want to have a little bit more mushier. So of course it depends on your personal taste. But once the zucchini starts to turn color, actually they're already cooked. And all the liquid has evaporated now. And again, I have to taste it to make sure that the seasoning is as perfect as I think it is. For me, it's ready, nice and crunchy, so I'm going to turn the heat off. Voila! Here we have stir-fried zucchini with onions and shrimp. This makes really wonderful side to any protein that you may have, but also works on top of the rice. and you can make like poke bowl with it. Because it's been seasoned just with fish sauce, that all the fishy smell has evaporated. You have really no smell whatsoever of the fish sauce. Tastes good to me. So I hope you will enjoy it this weekend with your family, and see you next week.